Kenneth Butler to Mike Butler.
Right. All right, we are live. All right, let's see here. Yep, everything is working. It's okay. All right. So this is a live. We are live with Mike Butler, the CEO of Refer Life. And so what I want to do is just quickly look at this site right here. If we look here, the 33 to free, yes, it says combo, but let's just back this up to 33 to free. 33tofree.com is all the information that you need to see as far as hold on a second. For some reason, my computer is being silly. Try this again. All right. Oh, okay. All right, give me just 1 second. I know what's going on. Let me fix this problem real quickly. All right. All right, now we're going. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so here we are. We are at 33 to free, which is the kind of the official website of Refer Life. We are with Mike Butler, and he is coming on to say hello and to kind of give us some information and some updates and some things going on with Refer Life. What I wanted to do very quickly is if you go to this website and look at 33 to free, there is information that you guys can look at and get as far as like background information, and then, you know, the different matrices and stuff like that. If we look, you can go down and you can kind of see the backstory and some videos and stuff like that. But instead of looking at videos, might as well just ask Mike what a little bit of background about yourself. So Mike, could you give us a little bit of background about yourself and your thought, like your vision of Refer Life and everything with that?
Okay, well, hello everybody. Thanks for having me on today, Andy. And I'd love to actually bring some insight into the Refer Life platform because, you know, we've been going through some changes, some updates, and trying to make the thing as functional as possible. But the real story is where this evolved from. It evolved from a desire to create a system, a platform where anybody could get involved on this platform and actually build additional income streams to their life. And these income streams would be able to be utilized in order to fund their lives in any capacity that they need. So even whether you are an individual and you're looking for a second income stream, or you're an individual looking to start a business, or you're a charity and you need resources, more financial resources to accomplish the tasks that you have at hand. If you're a church and you have missions that you want to accomplish, the whole idea behind the platform was to create something that could impact communities in a positive way, one individual at a time, and then having it spread in such a way that it actually worked to improve everybody's lives who it touched, because there was never any fear of loss or anything, because the platform, whether you came to the platform as an individual and you were just looking for additional information to maneuver and navigate life, the platform was there to give it to you. If you're there because you want more financial freedom and you want to be able to impact people in a positive way that way, That's one of the main reasons it's there. And how this all came about was because when you go through tragic things in your life, it opens your eyes to what other people are going through because you're going through these situations at the same time. So since the passing of my brother at 39 to cancer, it really made me look and say, life is bloody well short. And being the fact that life can be so short. And, I was with my brother when one day he was healthy and the next day he started fighting for his life. So when you see that, it impacts you in such a way that you realize how very fragile every single individual's life really is. And so that allowed me to want to create the platform. It's a core, and let me tell you, it's not an easy thing when you have a passion to do something, but you're working the path in order to get to where you want to go. And things can happen along the way where you have to make adjustments in order to make it better and more complete, more fulfilling. So that's the transformation that we have gone through over the course of time. And through this transformation, we've ended up in a much better place because now, as we go forth and we start to tell our story and invite people to join us on this movement, this mission to actually change lives. And we find people like Andy and Tim who have found ways to use the platform to encourage people to build a more secure future with retirement funds and, where the system goes to work for you in order to project your future in a way that has never actually been done before. So one of the main things here also is I like to point out the fact that this system literally owes nobody anything at this point. It's system, the reason this system is here is because I have kept this system up and running for over 10 years and made sure that at this point we understand that the platform is not going anywhere. The only thing that matters now is the interaction that happens within the platform that creates the rewards and builds the communities and the individuals' lives that it attaches to. So we've talked about how we want to implement other features into this that are going to help us to support communities or individuals in times of needs. Because when we build a community that can be so powerful and so strong just by inviting people to join us, and then they become attached to us, and we can message people in a way that creates that community of involvement and sharing and caring. Whereas if we look at the things that have happened over the last little while, whether we're talking from COVID or we're talking from natural disasters like the hurricane hitting Florida, or so many things that happen through life that takes people out of their comfort zone in an instant. And but then if we as a community have a mass number of people, whereas we can influence people's lives in a positive way, because we can take what literally boils down to be change from our pockets. And because our numbers grow to be so large, that this change from our pockets can absolutely change lives, change communities, and feed people, clothe people, educate people, and take people to a better existence within this life. That is the whole purpose of the platform, to find how many different ways that the platform can be used to enhance people's lives. And in essence, that is the story of Refer Life. That is the name of Refer Life. Hence, very proud of the platform, disappointed in the amount of time that it's taking us to evolve to where we are. But overall, when you can see the future and you know what you have planned for the longevity of the platform, to be interacting with individuals, to be interacting with businesses, helping them to find their way to more profits, and helping everybody to learn more about what's going on within Refer Life, within their community, attaching ourselves to other systems that can enhance the experience for each and every member. This is what we're about. I hope that answered your question, Andy.
It did. I mean, that's what's awesome about this is when you look at the platform, we know about the matrices, we see what the, you know, how that's built and the commissions and things like that. But what I like about what you're saying is there's multiple ways to use this platform. This platform, we have shown already that we kind of created a like the umbrella of, hey, join for free. If you want to upgrade, upgrade. If you don't, you don't have to. That's not the requirement to start earning. And if people start kind of you know, doing things within your little matrix as people come in, that's going to, you know, give you commissions, and you can kind of go from there, which is an awesome feature. And then what we did is we went to the next level and said, businesses, you're spending a ton of money advertising, but you're not making any money in return for that advertising budget. Now, businesses will always say, well, I make money in, you know, sales. Yeah, that's great, but who are you seeing? Who are you who's seeing your advertisements? You don't really know. So we've kind of talked about creating the pay to promote, where businesses put people into the Refer Life system based on if they promote a company and they pay them, and then those people start generating revenue and commissions based on that. But ultimately, the businesses are making money back on their advertising budget, which is something that most businesses aren't going to say that they can do. I've talked to a few businesses, you know, quite a few businesses, and the question is always like, well, what do you spend on advertising? They say, well, I spend, you know, either from $100 to $5,000 a month. And I say, okay, great. Do you get paid for that? And the answer is, oh yeah, when people buy my product, I get paid. And I say, no. It's not about the product. It's about the advertising. Are you getting paid on the advertising? And they, you know, the answer is always no. They pay a business, they do something, and that business puts advertising out. So then we start talking about, why not use the people that you know, the people that you know, are using your product, and pay them to promote. And what happens is now the business makes money back, and the people that are promoting make money, which ultimately makes it so they want to promote even more and get more people to promote so they can generate more revenue. And it's just an awesome feature that we've kind of built within that. And then we took it to the next level. Mike took it to another level when he said, look, I've got this idea that we have the the yearly and the monthly matrix, which when you start, the first upgrade is $2.50. And then we have the service packages, which is the first upgrade in that is the consumer, and it's $33.98. Why not put that into one package so that someone can come in, pay their $41.40, and now they're already at the minimum of every single matrix that's in the system. The system is beautiful because you can go in and do that, but then you can go into your profile and you can turn everything off and say, I don't want to automatically upgrade this right now. I want to do that. I want to have the ability to upgrade things, or to you know, hold my account balance. Whatever I want to do, I can do it within this system. And so we looked at that and we said, you know what, we really could do something pretty awesome with this, you know, the 4140, starting everybody, getting them going. They just put their money in and away they go. And so what we did is we created the IEG Retirement Project. It's inside of Refer Life. It's using the same matrices, the same system that we're working with and that we've been working with for a while, and saying, okay, let's put people in, let's build profiles for them. Let's have money already in, commissions already in their profile. So when they come in and say, I want to pay 4140, we give them a profile that already has some sort of value to it. So when they're coming in and they're starting this journey, they've already started the journey, but yet they've already made commissions before their journey even started. And I think that that's a really cool concept. Now, the other part that he was talking about was, there's the frustration of like, okay, there are things that are having issues, whatever, glitches. Any program, any site, anything always has something. Even Facebook, every once in a while, will go on a blackout and the world loses their minds. It's the end of the world. Facebook is out. It's not. It's being fixed. It's being upgraded. There's something that's going on within the system that's being fixed. So IEG and the members came in and said, hey, we're willing to go and test this thing and work with this thing and build this thing and kind of take some of those issues with it. But now that we are at this point, Mike has been amazing with looking at profiles, listening to what people are saying, making sure that he gives them back what they've put into it. And so the idea with that is, hey, if there's a problem, he's going to try to fix it as well as he possibly can. He is going to look at it. He's going to talk to programmers. He's going to see if there's any way to fix the issues that are going, and then also look at, hey, can we do something to show this person that yes, something might have happened in their profile, but what can we do to fix it? And that's to me is one of the biggest things that I appreciate about Mike Butler and this whole system is that nobody says, it doesn't matter. You do it. You came in, you did it. It didn't work. It's on you. No, it's not. He says, look, if there's a problem, let's fix it. Let's get it resolved so that every person that comes in gets a better experience as new people come in. And Mike, I think right now, it's like you're saying, people that come in now, I mean, their experience is going to be pretty awesome.
Compared to what we have had happen with us so far, absolutely. And the other thing I would say to add to what your comments were are the fact that, listen, when it comes to me and the character of who I am and what I want to give to people based on this platform, I only want nothing but the best for people. I don't want people to be out anything. And some of the things that people have experienced, it's the system that's absolutely doing part of what it's supposed to, but is it doing it exactly when it's supposed to? These are some of the things that we had to have adjusted into the performance of the platform. And in the big picture of things, absolutely, all the new experiences that people are going to get, because I can't tell you how many bits and pieces have been added and stacked on top of this platform to build it to where it is, so that it has so many different functions available to it, to the point where you literally have to go, stop, I need to stop where adding stuff to this piece of the system in order to perfect it to the point where we are now, where it's basically there and we can say charge ahead and know that as we're checking through the transactions, everything is going to align the way it's supposed to align and people are getting what they're supposed to be getting. And again, as we're going through all the processing and the different ways that people can buy e-pins and upgrades and all these different things, every single one of these is a different operation within inside the system. And if there is, like Andy, we just dealt with that issue the other day of the purchase through PayPal, where how in the world would we ever know that somebody was picking this pin and it was distributing wrong commissions unless we saw it for ourselves first to know that it was even there. So these are the things that sometimes they've got to be done, and we have to be able to visually see them in order to know that they even exist so that we can fix them. But the nice part is we've gone through all of that, and now we're in a much better place, much happier place. The stress is off, and now we can focus on functioning the systems and putting them in play for whoever it is that needs the services under the umbrella of Refer Life.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is when we talk about transparency and we talk about multiple companies. I mean, people deal with companies all the time, whether it be Forex or crypto or any sort of multi-level marketing. And a lot of times when you say, "Hey, can you show me how your system works?" And they go, yeah, you just put some money in and get in the system, brings people in, and they put some money in, and the system is going to work for you, and you're going to get this back. Okay, but can you show me that? Can you show me how that works? And most of the time they go, well, it's the system. Well, what I love about Refer Life is the system is right there. It shows you the matrices. It shows you the commissions that you're going to receive. When you click on something in your back office called the transactions, it'll show you exactly what has happened in every situation. And people go, this is incredible, because I can say someone I always use this example. We were talking one night to someone in the United States. There was a person from Africa writing in the chat, and we were upgrading and showing, how the different levels work. And this guy writes in the chat, he says, I just got my 16 cents. And we said, yeah, exactly. You just watched a live where someone in America had upgraded somewhere in his matrix, and boom, he saw that 16 cents pop up in his account. And it's just, that's what's so great about this. And that's what's so great about the system, is because you can actually look at those transactions and you can look at it and say, this is right or this is wrong. That's how simple it is, because the system tells you exactly what's going on. You're going to get emails, you're going to get dashboard, you're going to get transaction. All of these different things are showing exactly what's happening in the system.
I almost think the system is showing too much on account of the fact that as all of these things are happening, it's creating a record on every single thing that happens. And I mean that's a lot for a system to manage when you're looking at now going into hundreds of thousands and hopefully millions of people. So,
right.
but again, right. It's doing it, it's working. And so I'm actually interested to see some of those transactions where it's just moving funds from your account, from one account to the other account. They compile and make up a lot of transactions. It would be nice if those could be eliminated out of the mix so that there was less things for people to look at in ways. But then on the other side, it's very nice that you can see every penny being moved in your account.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I agree that sometimes it's like, this is showing exactly how to build a system, or how the system works. But I think that this is what is so exciting about, especially there's some people on right now that we were talking to last night that saw that there was things that we were like, oh, we got to fix that, we got to get this profile turned back on or whatever, because the system is working. The system does what it's supposed to do, and people get, they go, oh, well, that's a problem. No, it's not a problem. It's not an issue when you understand that. We had an issue last night where I clicked into a profile and it didn't have member upgrade. Well, that's because the system shuts down profiles if they're not working. Active. If they're not being used. So when we go back to some of these older profiles, all we have to do is say, hey, Mike, profile, boom, it's turned back on, everything's fine. And that's the beauty of it. The system is doing what it's supposed to do. And there's times where I do call Mike and I say, okay, Mike, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a problem. Is it the system or is it me? and that's the beautiful part about it is a lot of times the program itself is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, and we have to understand exactly what's going on. So what I want to do is very quickly, I don't, this isn't mm, quite like let's promote everything. This is more of just kind of showing quickly what the numbers are, and then we're really going to be focused on the 4140 combo, because that to me is just the way to do it. You come in, you drop in your 4140, you set it, you forget it, or you focus on it. It's up to you how to do that, but the system will always be working for you. So when we look at this, let's see.
I
Yep.
think one more thing just to add
Yeah.
to that 4140 is the fact that because we have done the investigation, we have done the legwork, we have found out what is going to be absolutely the best approach for everyone. And it's absolutely reasonable and affordable for the majority of the people. So any deviation away from that 4140 would be strictly because you don't have the funds in order to do it on your own. But
That's right.
the options are there for you to do it with somebody else and still put yourself into play, and then create additional profiles in order to individualize yourself moving forward from there. There's different ways to work it, but absolutely moving forward, 4140 should be the #1 focus for every single individual, whether you're introducing it to anybody, somebody, but that way what we're doing, we're focused on one story being told, one option being available, and hopefully it works for everybody that way.
Exactly. So real quickly, we have there's the annual, the one time matrix, and there's also the monthly matrix. Mike knows that I tell people this all the time. Right now, I would go into my profile and I would turn off the monthly. It is not necessary right now until you start building that team and start getting those people underneath you, and the commissions are starting to work for you. But that's something that you have complete control over. You can say, you know what, let the system do what the system wants to do. I'm going to hit automatic upgrade, come back in 6 months and see what happens. Or I'm going to be involved in looking at it and seeing when the best time it is. So that's always a choice up to you. When we look at this, we have the 3x11 matrix. This is based on if people just sign up 3 people with their link. They can sign up as many people you can send your link out to as many people as you want and put them anywhere in the matrix. That is fine, but this is just based on these 3 people. You can kind of see, and we've talked about this before, so this is a very quick kind of thing, but if you can see right here, we have 40 cents. That means that when someone upgrades to the minimum, which is 250 in this matrix, if they have your direct link, you're gonna get 40 cents. Now, everybody in the matrix that does the same thing, that's underneath you, you're going to make 16 cents. Now, if you put someone down here, let's say on Generation 7, and they, drop in and they're using your link, but they get put on Generation 7, you're going to get that 40 cents because they are directly connected to you. But then you're also going to get the 16 cents because they are in your matrix. When we look at this, you can look at these different columns for the 5, the 10, the 1750, the 35. And we see these numbers, and basically what it is every time that someone upgrades in your matrix, whether they're connected to you or they're in your matrix, you can see the payouts that you're going to get: the 80 to 35, the 160 to 70, the 280 to 121, and the 560 to 242. So this is the major matrix. When people sign up, they're being put into your matrix. That's how it goes. Then you can also see that there's the monthly. You can turn it on in your system to start doing those monthly payments, whether it's 250 or 5 or whatever. You can start doing those monthlies, and then you're getting a monthly residual commissions in there too. Then we look at, very quickly, we've got the service packages, which when you look at the service packages, these people are still in your 3x11 matrix, but there's little small matrices within the system. This one, the 3398, is you pay that, whether it be PayPal or whatever, or through your account balance. However that is, you're paying to do this upgrade. You can see that it's a 2 generation. You get paid $11.33 for each person in your generation 1 and each person in your generation 2 that sign up for that. Then it gets exciting, because as you grow, you're going to start generating commissions. And Mike, when it hits, you say $36 of commissions in your rev share, correct?
Correct. When it hits $36 in your rev share, it's going to automatically upgrade you to the affiliate system, and it's going to open up your 3x4 matrix and allow it to start filling with the people who are following you. And actually, as it just start filling, they're already there. And that's one thing I would emphasize here, as we're talking about this 3x11 matrix, and now we're breaking it down into this 3x2, 3x4 that are all within this 3x11. Every single bit of activity that we can create within the Refer Life platform is going to be paid through this overall massive company matrix. In this massive company matrix, or co-op matrix, each individual in there has their own individual 3x11 matrix. You can have one, you can even have more than one. But the point being is that all the activities, so whether somebody is paying for their yearly, their monthly, their service package, any one of them, or they're going to be purchasing a product or a service or whatever it is, the advertising that we do through the system, all of these things are going through the exact same system, the exact same matrix. So the potential for each and everybody to build a long-term platform of their own that can generate income through this particular dynamic system is there. Plus, whatever they can do individually on their own to embellish this system, to enhance whatever they're doing, the platform is there for you. So this is a system that's there to enhance every individual, every business, and every person to have more out of their day-to-day life. That's all.
Yep. Yeah, and what is really cool about this generation here, the 3x4, when you get to 36, it doesn't take from your account balance, it takes from the co-op. It takes from Refer Life. Refer Life says thanks for your work and starts you on this particular matrix, and then you can kind of see where it pays out 510, 510, 510, and 680. And then Mike, you say that after you hit $100 in this, it's going to start over.
That's correct. It's actually going to reward you, whereas the co-op is going to credit you with a new purchase on your behalf. And that new purchase is going to generate new rewards from your position up. And what you're looking for is this to be happening for those people who are following you and creating additional rewards. So for every $100 increment of earnings within this affiliate 3x4 system, it's going to literally give you a new start over and over and over again. And this is infinite. It never shuts off. It continues to grow and reward you every $100.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, because when you look at this, you can see that, yeah, ultimately you could make $750, but when it's just continuing and growing and growing and growing, this has potential just to keep moving on and on and on. Ultimately, in the end, when you've hit $3,400 in your rev share, the system is going to do a pretty awesome upgrade for business, the business packages, and you can look, excuse me, you can look and you'll see that it'll be the system upgrades you. It doesn't come out of your account balance. It comes out of the system, Refer Life system, upgrades you, and then your directs will get you 200. Your matrix will get you $20 for every single person that's in your matrix that is growing. So that's really quickly the packages. But then let's look at why it just makes more sense to just do the 4140. Because when you do the 4140, like we said, all these different matrices, the beginning is 250 for the monthly and 250 for the yearly, but then that consumer, that 3398 is the beginning of your service packages, and you can see how those matrices grow very quickly. So real quickly, when we look at this, what happens? Well, the first three people, you get 1213, 1213, 1213 when they pay 4140, and people go, well, how do you get that? Well, you get the 1133, which is how much commissions you get for the consumer, but then you get 40 cents on the direct as far as the yearly and the monthly, and that adds up to that 1213. And then we look at the next level, which gives you 1165, which is the 1130 plus 1133 whatever plus the 16 cents because people are in your matrix. And so when you look at this at a 4140, if 4 people come in underneath you, you've made your commissions back, you've made your money back, and from there it's just kind of it's just all profit from there. Then we look at
this might be a good time just to reflect on what you've just said there, Andy, because let's look at what we're talking about here. We have simplified this to such a point, whereas we're looking at a $41.40 out of pocket expense in order to upgrade and activate yourself in this system.
right.
That 4140 literally has the potential to grow through the system to the point of first giving you back all of your money very, very quickly. Yep. And then what happens from there is that once you have all your money back, the system is set up so that you go on this magical journey. And the magical journey says that you only pay from the funds that you earn in order to upgrade you in your yearly and your monthly CFA packages. And from there on your service packages, which are more expensive by all means, the co-op is taking care of all of those upgrades and perpetuating your movement in the 3x4 affiliate system and growing it to the point to maximize you and giving you another 600 plus in your business package when it opens up. And all of these things are there to take you on that magical journey from that 4140 initial out of pocket and
Yep.
never having you to dive into your pocket again. If you build the system based on how the system is laid out with the formula, the success formula, and the magical journey, that can be the story that each and every member has to tell when we now put the system and start stoking the fire, putting the coals to it, and having it start to run the tracks the way it's supposed to run the tracks.
Yep. Yeah, and that is the beauty of it is, and here's the real quickly, here's the affiliate when just in these 4 levels, it just shows you the 510, the 510, the 680, that's coming out in your 4 levels, and that's going to kind of keep going over and over again. And this is an upgrade that the system does for you, not you putting more in. It takes from the co-op system. So it's just awesome. Yeah, and so what's really cool about this is when we talk about the IEG retirement plan and project, we've created this, we've built this. But any single person, this is something that I really want to make known is, Mike said, well, maybe the system's too transparent. Well, what we're doing with the IEG retirement, we're showing people exactly how they can build their retirement system if they wanted to. If you wanted to call it, I don't know, you could call it anything you want and say, hey, I want to just start my own thing. Okay, great. We show videos of how we've built and put the profiles in. We've shown how people come in, they do their 4140. We put that 4140 in and we give them a profile that already has some commissions in it so that they're getting something out of it right away. You can take this information and do this on your own. You don't have to be part of this system. You can say, I want to do it on my own with my own people in Refer Life somewhere else. Great. It doesn't matter. Wherever you get into Refer Life, you can build whatever you want. You can come up with new ideas, use the system to create that. How am I going to do this? Well, hey, let's say we start a group that everybody says we're going to pay $5 a month and be part of the a monthly system where we're all generating revenue at $5 a month. You could take all those people, your team, and say, bloop, we're going to plop them in here and we're going to do this on our own. And that's the beauty of it, is every single thing that Refer Life offers, you can create that. You don't have to wait for us to create things. You can actually create that.
Additionally, and while you're talking about these pieces of the puzzle, I want to enhance with the pieces that I'm waiting for programming to upload as we speak right now, because that plays right into line with everybody's ability to be able to create their own platform to do whatever they want. So these gift cards that are going to be there, if somebody wants to create a gifting program within the Refer Life platform on their own by taking where they start and telling people, here's our gift cards that you can go and you can utilize these to purchase and gift back to each other, and it's going to pay out this way, that's going to be there and available to you additionally. And this allows anybody in the system to participate with you if you created that system, because it literally, this new piece of the puzzle that I put in allows anybody to create that system. And if you promote the username of the people who are supposed to get the gift card or the payment, it's so simple for you to manage and take care of that within the Refer Life platform also. So
Yep.
Very versatile, being able to go across the whole platform and find any member, or even use the paid click to pay,
Yep.
directly using that for all the people who are in your team, your organization already. So
Yep.
Very versatile.
Yep. Yeah, and that's something that's great, is that you can as yourself, you can do upgrades and do things within your profile. You can also you have access to seeing all of your downline. You can help people by paying it forward if you want, or they can, maybe that they're a little confused and they need some help in the beginning to understand it. You can show them how that, to create those pins and stuff like that, or just purchase outright from whatever PayPal or whatever you decide to use, Bitcoin, those kind of things, all of that. We're not going to show all that because that would take another another hour just to go through all the different ways of how to get into the system and stuff like that. And we have done videos on that so people can understand that. But I think that what is really kind of the point and the purpose of this interview is, one, is to kind of to feel the passion that comes from Mike when he starts talking about his system, and just what it can do for humanity, and then also the simplicity, the value of it, and how easy it is and how simple it is to create and build in here, and kind of use your mind and be creative in how you want to create something for you that definitely can build another stream or more of incomes. I mean, there's multiple things going on within the system that are developing commissions and giving it to you. So that is a huge thing with this platform, is that it is very transparent. It's very simple to use, and multiple streams of income come in from one system.
One thing I'll add to that, Andy, is the fact that we have come a very long way because when you're talking about how simple the system is now compared to how difficult and how complex it used to be,
Hmm.
it has come
Hmm.
a very, very long way
Yep.
now, because we can easily tell people one story over and over and over again and know that they can get that message, rather than, because before it was a challenge because we
Yep.
had too many options available. Now
Yep.
it's simplified to the greatest degree.
Yep. All right. So with that being said, Mike, I really appreciate you coming in and talking to us, and kind of giving us your input, and just being a person who, yes, you have this, you are the CEO, you are the one that runs it, but your interaction with people and your desire to help people be successful is very much on display. I am lucky enough to be able to talk to you multiple times, and sometimes I apologize and I say I'm so sorry for coming at you with something else and more questions and things, but you are always there to help and to kind of work together with people, because people have come in and said, a long time ago, someone came in and the to get a withdrawal was a certain fee, and someone said, look, that fee is too big, I can't do it. I can't do it because I need this money and I don't need these fees. And literally, I would say within 2 to 3 days, Mike completely changed it and said, you know what? If that's the problem, let's fix that problem. And so the withdrawal fees got changed. That system was changed and fixed. And I mean, that's been so long ago that we don't even really talk about it that much. But just simple things like that people come in and say, hey, look, this is my issue. Now, not everything's going to get changed just because you don't like it or whatever. But the system is
We're
built
always
for the people.
we're always trying to do what's best for the people.
Yep.
Always.
Yep.
We even went to the point where we were going to try to allow people to withdraw as little as $3 in
Yeah.
order so that people in these third world countries could eat. But it would not work out favorably for the platform in order to be able to do that. We couldn't do it. So we had to reset the requirements there for people to be able to pull out. And now they can pull out $50 anytime they want to. Now,
Yep.
and additionally, there was something else I was thinking of saying in regards to what you had been mentioning there, but I lost my train of thought with coming together with that. But overall, it's just about making sure that everybody can access what they can get when they can get it, and that the
Yep.
system is performing, doing what it's supposed to do. And again, versatility is paramount when it comes to, because more than anything now, I want the platform to be a
Mm-hmm.
service that is there for you to utilize in any way, shape, or form that you want to. It costs $41.40. It's got an unlimited ability to kick out up to and well over $22 million because it's built into the system. The
Yep.
numbers do not lie as
Yep.
far as what's in there and available to each and every member. And it
Yep.
goes well beyond that when we look at how we can always be bringing new items to the platform in order for people to find value on. So
Yep.
it's a
Yep.
great thing.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much. I think it's been awesome, and I think that people are going to be able to see, that, look, guys, the process, the work that IEG has put into this is pretty awesome, and the people that have come in and wanted to be part of it and kind of develop the system and kind of grow with those growing pains, and now we're at this point where it's just super exciting to see where this is going to go, and I am just I don't know, like a loss for words at how excited I am to see where this can go and how this is going to help people around the world. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for being part of this. I'm
Oh,
gonna
there
I'm
is,
gonna
I remember what it was that I
Yeah, yeah.
wanted to say. First off, I want to say that I want to apologize for the time that things have taken. But also at the same time, I want to thank people for their patience, their understanding, because we do have a good group of strong, dedicated people on
Yep.
the Refer Life platform who are simply waiting for that moment to go, let's run.
Yep.
And so for that, and then over the course of these months that have passed, I know that the focus has been for me dealing with my programming team, and I haven't necessarily been in communication with people on an individual basis as much, but it's because of that desire to get the platform to where it needs to be.
Yep.
So moving forward from here, people can feel free to send their issues through. And if you're having any challenges at all, I'll be happy to look into them for you at my earliest convenience and get back to people on these things. Because now I'm at that point. We're at that point now where we can see clearly ahead and we can put our energies and focus on these smaller issues now that the bigger ones are out of the way.
All right. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to end this live. But those people who are on, you can stay on because I know that there was some questions and stuff, and we'll do that outside the live. But I kind of wanted to knock this out at hopefully like a little bit less than